So today we are prepping corrugated plastic to be painted. And we're right here.
Yeah, so we are at Lowe's and we are picking up some, give me a minute because that word gets me a little bit of trouble. Corrugated plastic. This is the that plastic that you have when you make yard signs. Greg is looking at the sheets right now. If you guys didn't know, you can get this corrugated plastic that looks like this. It's got the little, let me show the edges. It's got the edges right here. And this is pretty light. And it's perfect for signage because it kind of bends a little, is a little bendy. So you can bend it a little bit when you go out and do your events and put it in your car. So we're actually making some murals for one of our customers. But this is also what we do with the signs that we use. We use them to travel and stuff. And these are, what are the sizes for these, Greg?
4x8.
These are 4x8, but they're super simple and very easy to cut. All you need is a, what are they called? Box cutter?
Yeah, just a box cutter.
Just a box cutter. And what's the price on these?
Price, we're looking at $35.
How much?
$35.
$35 for one sheet of these? Okay, so it's a little bit pricey, but it's not, it's not like super expensive because we're going to show you how to prime it and how to paint it so it can last you forever. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so we got 3 of those big sheets, and next I'm going to show you guys what you guys are going to need for priming it. So once what's going to happen if you apply acrylic right to it, what's going to happen is it's going to chip off. It starts to crack off, especially since it's bendy. And so what you want to do is you're going to look for this primer. It's
And this is the word that you want to look for. Shellac based.
And what does that do?
It's just what's best for plastic, for painting on plastic.
So what does it do?
So what else is you're gonna find in the same aisle? So you have shellac, water, and oil. And all of these would work, but this is gonna work the best.
All right, guys, so we just made it to the studio. We are going to prepare our working station. And we're going to lay this down and prime them. Okay, so stay tuned.
And here we're sanding before we do our prime. So I got a 220 grit sandpaper. Fold it in thirds. And I'm sanding in a circular motion. And the reason we're sanding is just to create some texture for the primer to adhere to. And you can kind of see if you look in the light. You can see that, we're just scratching it up. We're scratching up our plastic. The reason plastic is so hard to paint on is because it's non-porous. So there's nothing for it to soak into. The paint can't soak into it. So creating a little texture.
How many big signs do you think you could get out of one sheet like this? For like a paint party event?
What do you mean? Oh, if you want to cut it down a little?
Yeah, if you want to cut it. What sizes do you recommend? Like a 2x2?
I think these are half sheets. Oh no, wait, we did a little smaller than half sheets.
The square ones, the 2x2 are pretty good. Like the mommy and me over there.
Yeah, and you could get 4 of those on here.
4? Or wait, 2x2 or 4x4?
2. This is 4 feet.
This
so
is 4 feet?
Halfway.
Oh, 4x4 I
and
meant.
then 8, you can get 4 long ways.
Right, so you potentially could get 2 or 4, depending on how big you want it, right? But we recommend doing 4x4. So you would get 2 out of these.
And you see one we did over here, the paint parties.
Yeah, I'll show them. So this one over here, I'll show you guys. This one is made on a big canvas, which is, right, I'm just showing, which is just a little bit, it's a little bit more fancy, But it's just with this one, we don't move it. We don't travel with a lot because, you know, it's just not very, it's just bigger. But then this one, this is the one I wanted to show you guys right here. As you can see, this is the one that says paint party. That one is a 4x4 and it's on that corrugated material. But yeah, this one right here also is in wood, which is also kind of heavy. But what I'm showing you, the point of this video is I want to show you how you can make one in a very light material, right?
One of the benefits that I really like about the lightweight material is this whole sign. This whole sign is hung on one push pin. So it's very light. So here's just one push pin into the drywall, not much to hang it, depending on your different events. That's why we create different ones for different events, so they're easy to work with. And this is what happens if you do not prime.
Yeah, this is a good example, you guys. This is the first ones that we did. And if you don't prime it, like we're showing you, and sanding it, this is what's going to happen. Your paint is just going to chip right off.
It was sanded.
Oh, it was sanded, but not primed, right? You have to prime it right...
No, because we used spray paint, yeah, so it wasn't primed.
Yeah, you have to prime it right before you put the acrylic paint on it. And the with the shellac primer that we showed you.
So, we've sanded our boards. Next, we've attached them to the wall from the back with command strips. I used 2 5-pound command strips, one on each side. Plenty of strength, plenty of hold. And then the next step is to spray it with alcohol. This is 91% isopropyl. And I'm just using a paper towel. And I'm just cleaning off before the priming. It is important to clean it because we need to remove all the dust and grease and oils so that the paint can adhere to the board and not those items.
All right, you guys. So yes, Greg is adding a couple of layers of that primer that we were telling you about. Okay. So this is what we're doing right now.
Actually, this is the second layer. Probably would have been good with 2, but we'll do 3 just to be safe.
Hey, you guys. So this is the progress so far. We have Greg. He's already painting. We went ahead and sketched these with the projector. We drew the sketches by hand first. There's one here. We did them on this transfer paper. And here's another one. So this is what they're going to be looking like. These are going to go into a children's center. And this is why we came up with this idea. And just to recap real quick, we went ahead and we got these from Lowe's. We applied the primer, which is the specific primer that we told you guys about. And we did 3 coats of priming. And in between each coat, Greg wanted me to let you know that it is important to 1 coat, let it dry. And then once it's completely dried, you come back and you sand it real lightly. And then do a 2nd coat. And that's pretty much it. From here on, we're applying the artwork. He's working on this cute little, what would they be? These are
balloons.
A balloon.
Hot air balloons.
Hot air balloon.
And here's the finished murals. 2 coats of the Minwax. Just finishing drying. They look good. They look good. A little drip. Oops. And this one's drying here. So today we're sealing the murals. We finished the murals last night. We let them dry overnight. Make sure they're fully dry. Now we're doing, this is the 2nd coat of the sealant. So the first coat I did try with the cabinet roller, the sponge roller. I was getting these little air bubbles, so now I'm using a nylon brush. It's a softer brush. And then you're just going to want to sand with your 220 grit in between your different layers of sealant. So the sealant hooks onto each other, can grip onto itself, and that's it. Seal your paintings, and you're done.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.